Hi, it's Kathy from Fieldwork Connections. I am on Darug country today in Hornsby. This is Crosslands Reserve and I'm meeting a Year 11 class down here today to do some fieldwork for Earth's natural systems, and it is such a perfect place to come to have a look at that topic because we can see, if you look around behind me, we've got the sandstone, the geology of the area and the way it weathers. We can think about the rock cycle and the processes of weathering, erosion and deposition. And not only are we thinking about the geological systems in the rock cycle, but then we can think about the way that the river cuts through this landscape and the hydrological cycle as well. The river behind me here is Barara Creek, and it is lined with, you can see these bright green mangrove trees. And because the tide is about halfway up at the moment, it is rising, we can see that this muddy area has been exposed, and that's what these mangrove trees need to be able to survive. They need all the nutrient-rich water and sediment coming down this river system, and then they trap that in their roots in this sheltered, shallow environment. We're going to be able to take a sample of some of the mangrove sediment to have a look at it in a little bit more detail and classify it and do some other tests on it. There are two species of mangrove in the Sydney area, and both of them are here at Crosslands. This larger one here up behind is the grey mangrove, and then the smaller one with the very bright green leaves is the river mangrove, and you can see that it's actually in fruit at the moment. They look like tiny little bananas. To investigate their geological system, we are going to take sediment samples from 4 different locations for a comparison.
To see this, you've got to break this down a bit and give it a granular size.
The students are doing the ribbon test to determine the soil texture of the alluvium on the floodplain here, and then they're also going to do a pH test so that they can compare that to the sandstone bedrock sample that they took a little bit earlier.
That should be good.
Is it holding together?
A little bit.
Yeah? Yep. That looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Do you want to add this bit to it that I had as well?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so the pH of the, was it loamy sand or clay sand? Clay sand of the alluvium at the campground was pH 7. We're going to go into the mangrove ecosystem along the boardwalk to take a sediment sample to compare to the other samples of sediment that we have taken this morning. Into the mangrove forest. There's not much water in here at the moment. And lastly, we're going to go down to the little beach at the end here and do some water sampling. You can see I've got my little bucket behind me here. We have a turbidity tube, we have a water pH testing kit, we have a thermometer to do air temperature and water temperature, and I have a refractometer for salinity.
Change the runways around today.
The students have all had a really great day out in the field collecting their primary data, and I hope to see you all out in the field soon.